so we have back around for another week, and we have senior day this week, and looking forward to our seniors having their last game here in Spartan Stadium, and going out with a victory. That's the goal, and just want to see everybody play well in our last home game here at Spartan Stadium.
Any questions?
And we asked you about this on Saturday after the game with the quarterback thing. After watching the film, I guess, can you offer any more insight to how both of them played and what the outlook is going forward into Saturday?
Yeah, so it's going to still competition mode. You saw him. So this is something that you saw Caden do. He didn't turn the ball over. He ran offense efficiently and did a good job. And then you saw Sam come in and move us down the field, and we actually scored a touchdown, but we did have 2 turnovers. So it's still a competition. I like it, like I say, every week between everybody. It's not just the quarterbacks. I know that's where the main focus is now, but everybody's still competing, and best players will play.
I'm wondering what you noticed in Nebraska with a team that starts 0-2 and now has won 3 in a row. I'm wondering just what you've seen from their growth, how they've turned things around, how they've gotten better as the season's moved forward.
I just think with the new staff, getting used to one another, and the players getting used to the coaches, and I think they found themselves a little bit here now and got a rhythm going, and they're playing well. So credit to them. I believe they found out what they're good at as a team, as a coaching staff, and they're just trying to use that and put guys in the best positions to be successful.
I'm wondering, we heard that Mired left the program. Wondering about that situation. With the window closing, did you learn of any other guys who are leaving? And then from the other side of it, now that window is closed, how does that help you kind of move forward for this last month?
Okay, first, to me, that's just between us. I'll just keep it there between he and I. And then, as far as the window closing, that's a good thing. I mean, obviously you can be thinking about it as a coach that some more guys could hop in and all that kind of stuff. But fortunately, we have been blessed that we didn't have a lot of guys hop in there, and they're here, so you know what you're dealing with now. These are guys that want to be here and want to see this thing through, and so I really appreciate them for it. And then I told them that even on Saturday before our game. Appreciate everybody that's here and working hard and doing their best to help us succeed.
Is there anybody else that jumped in?
No.
How do you just assess the quarterback situation where you kind of mentioned it, but you know that there's going to be growing pains, especially when you have 2 young quarterbacks, but you guys are also in dire need of winning, getting a win, and trying to get the offense going?
Well, like you said, they're young, and you want to, and any young player can be a fragile player, so to speak. You don't want to mess them up. You want to see them continue to grow every time they get a chance to play and show what they can do. And so we're just still trying to build them and grow them, because that's what we are as coaches. We're mentors, we're developers of players, and so that's what we're just trying to do, help keep them developing and getting better and better and better, and that's what we're trying to do, to be honest with you. And so those guys are working hard. They're good young players. They're going to be really, really good players before it's all said and done, both of them. And so we just got to keep developing and keep believing in them and trusting in them, and them trusting in us and the coaching and all that we do with them as well.
Because what are those conversations like, after Caden, who's kind of struggled these last 2 games, and then also with Sam, who's had ups and downs to his performance? What are those discussions like?
What like, I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
The conversations with
the conversations,
both
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Just that, hey, talking about everything from the good to not so good with each one of them as we go through the film. All those things are being discussed with them and what they need to do to get better, because again, that's what we do, develop players. And so they're getting coached up extremely well by Coach Johnson, and so you'll start seeing marked improvement, I think, as we move forward, and as the competition continues to heat up.
A couple of quick personnel ones. Tre, we saw him go down in the second half. Do you expect him back this season? And then Malik, for this week, you expect him back?
Tre is more day to day. I'm not sure. It's going to be tough for him. And then and Malik, we're working through the process with him and his injury. I day to day too. I'm not sure about this week.
And then obviously Nebraska Nebraska's been pretty good against the run, pretty good defensively overall, and you guys have been really shorthanded in the backfield. I guess what's the outlook offensively when you guys have been kind of scuffling going into another good defense?
Right. Next man up, you know, like always, we still have Nate Carter back there running the football. Still have, you dropped the mic. We still have Harold Joyner. We put Alante Brown back there a little bit. We got Davion Prim. So we have some guys that, you know, next man up mentality.
Wondering if you could just sort of reflect, I guess, on the unique journey for some of these seniors. I mean, some guys like Tre were recruited by another staff, had a coaching change, a pandemic, 11-win season, and now another sort of transition. I mean, the uniqueness of their journey and just what all they've been through in their time in college.
It's very unique. Like you said, you know, Tre is a great example. First of all, a very, very great young man. He's a great young man, good dude. Voted captain by his teammates. Straightforward, honest, hard worker, and so he is a Spartan. He's a true Spartan, and will always be welcomed here. But his journey is unique, and I think that's something that you guys need to ask him when you get opportunity of how unique it's been for him, and at the same time him still loving everything about the green and white. So really appreciate Tre Mosley and all that he's done for this program, and he's going to be successful in life.
I just wanted to ask you, I just didn't want to have one of the mics keep going back and forth, I guess. But what'd you think reviewing it with Spencer coming down and playing nickel, Gross moving back, and can that help a little bit as well moving forward, maybe with some of the linebacker depth being thinner right now?
Yes, that definitely helps with Malik down there. I think he got adjusted down there. He's playing close to the line of scrimmage is really more of his forte. I think that's just my own personal opinion. And so he'll only get better and better at it as he continues to do it. And then Jello has always been back. He's been back there before the previous 2 seasons. That's where he played in the back end. And so he's back home, so to speak. So it wasn't too bad of a transition. It was actually pretty good.
Along the lines with the running backs, Sam obviously got out and used his legs to create. Does that help with that? I guess when you are limited with the running back room to have another option there, and does that go into the decision with the quarterback?
Well, you know, that was good by Sam just recognizing when he had an opening to take off, he could use his legs. Those are weapons for him as well as his arm, and so he saw a chance to take advantage of a situation, and that's what he did. There are design quarterback runs. We had Caden have a design quarterback run in the second half and picked up about 5 or 6 yards. So, you want to use all the weapons that you can use to try to go down and get a score. And so that's what we're trying to do, score by any means possible.
And with the tackle spot, obviously Keyshawn went down there. You're bringing Lepo. Between that and, I guess, can you kind of assess the right tackle spot with Spencer and Ethan coming out of that as well?
Yeah, exactly. So all those guys that you've been watching, paying attention throughout the course of the season have been rotating in and out with Ethan and Spencer and Lepo. And all those guys have been getting a lot of experience playing. So, which is a good thing. Because Coach Cap has always kind of kept them on a rotation. And so if somebody does go down, then somebody's just going to be playing more, but it's not like they hadn't played at all. And so because of that rotation deal that he's been having going throughout the course of the year, it's easier transition for those guys to go in there and just play because they've been playing all along anyhow.
How special, I mean, you kind of mentioned it, but how special would it be to get a win on senior night just for these guys?
It'd be awesome. Very, very special. And, send them out the right way. Last home game in Spartan Stadium, you'll never forget it. I still remember mine. And so it'd be great. We would definitely want to do that, send them out to Spartan Stadium as winners on their last home game.
What was your senior night like?
It was great. It actually snowed a lot the day before, so it was snow on the side everywhere. The student section was throwing snowballs at the other team. We played Northwestern, 1989. It was a sunny day, beautiful day, and we had a big win. It was a big win. It was some crazy score. It was out there. You can look it up. 1989, Spartans versus Northwestern, senior day. It was an awesome day though. It was great. It was remember the old school turf. The turf was clean. It was a sunny day, but the day before it had snowed so much, the snow was piled up on the side. So some of the students were throwing snowballs out on the field, just messing around or whatever. Now y'all can check me on this. 72-14 maybe.
76.
See, there you go. I remember my senior day. I knew Jack would remember. Steel trap.
And then just wanted to ask you a question about Jordan Hall and Chance. How have you seen them just grow into their positions? I know they're very young, and how important is their role going to be against Nebraska?
Very important because they've been playing, and so they're not freshmen anymore. We told them they're past the freshman status. They've almost been here a year because they both came early. And so they're going to be really, really good football players. There's a reason that they're playing. We're not just playing them just to be playing them. We're playing them because they're good players and going to be, I think, dominant type players as they move on in the future. So really, really glad that they're here and looking forward to their development as the years progress.
Specifically about Nebraska, what do you want to see from them?
From just continue to play well and apply the coaching and execute the game plan like everybody and every week. So that's what we're hoping to see from them, and just continue to just show marked improvement each and every week, and that's what they've been doing.
You obviously after Saturday's game talked about going 4-0 in November. How much do you kind of embrace, or is it even a thing, like trying to play spoiler because you got a team coming in here that's trying to secure bowl eligibility? You've got 2 top 10 teams left that are trying to compete for Big Ten championship. Is that something you guys have kind of?
I never think spoiler personally. I just think win. I'm thinking win. Let's win. We have 4 more opportunities to go out and win. I told the team also that Michigan State hasn't gone 4-0 in November or undefeated in November since 2013. That's 10 years ago. Even in the year we went to the playoffs, we didn't go undefeated in November. Lost at Nebraska actually, believe it or not. But so I just try to give them motivation and things. First of all, I'm a very positive person, and I said this the other day, I'm an encourager. So that's my mind goes to positive, win. I never think lose or be a spoiler. Saying I'm a spoiler means I'm a scrub, and I ain't a scrub. So I don't think spoiler. I think go in. Just me. You get me going. I'm sorry.
That's you, but how do you keep the team from, everything's gone so wrong. How do you keep them from feeling like the roof is caving in?
Believe me, it's been tough, but they come, credit to them, Fred, man. These guys come out and practice today. Energy, communicating. You would think, how much is it going to take to knock these guys out? And they can't be knocked out. They can't be knocked out. And I love that about them. And we're on the back end of this thing now. So, hey, let's go. And they see what we see when we're watching film of the teams that we're playing. How, hey, man, if you just stay consistent in what you were doing. Like some of the plays that they were doing, like Coach Hazelton put up today. He said, look, he showed them the plays they were doing, and we dominate the play. That same play later in the game gets big yards because the guys didn't stay consistent in their technique and their discipline. Just do what you've been doing. That's making a play. And so when we get there and get that in our heads and just keep playing the same way the whole game versus the same plays and things like that, then they're going to see, hey, this is going to be the results of that. And that's going to be a win. So we have to just keep pushing them. But they keep showing up every day. Right? Nobody's late. They're nobody's insubordinate or anything like that. They're doing a great job.
Repeat his question. You answered it in regards to Tre, but do you have a special appreciation for all these seniors, for all of that they've been through, including this year?
Absolutely. All the seniors, the entire team and program, because we're on unsettled ground right now. And so the way these guys just keep coming out, you can tell the guys on the team right now, they love football. Let's just call it what it is. You have to love football in itself based on everything that's been going on. So I love football. They love football. They love playing for their brothers next to them. And that's what I love about this team. And that's why we want to get a win so bad for this group. So, prayerfully it'll be this weekend.
You're still loving football.
I do. I'm nuts. So I love football. I love football to the core. Like I said before, I said this before, I've been doing football every season since 1975, some form of football. 1 year I missed, 97, that was it. Every other year I've been doing something in football, either playing or coaching since 1975. That's who I am.
I'm wondering, we spend so much time talking about Sam and Caden, but where's Noah at this point in terms of his physical health? Is he going to be able to come back this season?
I think so. It's still probably a few weeks off if I had to guess. And so we want to make sure he's completely healthy. He's a tough guy, man. I can tell you when he was out there, he wasn't being totally honest with us. But I kind of like guys like that. I like nuts. He's a football player, but he was just trying to tough it through. But he was more injured than what he should have been. So we're going to make sure he's completely healed before we put him back out there.
Is there anybody else? Obviously Darius has been out the last couple of weeks. Is there anybody else you don't see coming back the rest of the year?
Darius could possibly come back. You know, he's working at it. He's rehabbing. Not coming back the rest of the year. Not right now.
Any questions?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.